So there's so many blocks to our success, right? There's like a million. If you ever wanted to write down everything that blocks you from losing the weight to making the money to saving your current relationship to whatever you might want to accomplish, there's 1,000 different blocks out there. But there's one that we talked about and created a definition for in 1996 that it might be the mother of all blocks. It just might be the thing that's stopping you right now from you creating the life that you want. And when I tell you what it is, there's a good chance that your conscious mind is going to say, no, that's not me, David. But your subconscious mind is going to go, yep, I think that's what it might be. In 1996, after my interview with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the founder of Transcendental Meditation, my whole world changed. My world just absolutely changed. This man, in 1 hour, opened me up to so many illusions that I had about life and love and success. And ever since that time, my teachings have changed. My work as a counselor has radically changed, as a life coach has changed. Everything has changed dramatically because of this. And after that, I started examining, like, what are the blocks to our success? What's the number one block? And we created something called human nature, a definition for human nature. Our own human nature is the greatest block to our success in life. And the definition we created in 1996 that we still do use to this day is human nature is our desire to get the most out of life with minimal effort. Let that sink in. Can you see where I'm going here? It's our desire. We're wired from birth. It's given to us from birth, and we're wired with it. Our desire is to get the most out of life with minimal effort. When I work with people who need to lose weight, it's not that they need education. They know what to eat, what not to eat. They know how to exercise, or they know at least the amount that they should exercise. But that's not it. You know, what many of us, 70% of the population that needs to lose weight, what we'd rather do is buy a green tea pill to burn fat, supposedly. Doesn't work. But you see what I'm saying? We want the most out of life with minimal effort. Individuals that I work with and take through our financial freedom course, when I tell them that, you know, we're going to start recording every expense, every penny of income, we're going to do all this, they'll go, oh, no. I just want to learn how to increase my income. You know, it's like, okay, that's not the full equation. The full equation is we need to see where your money is going right now. We want the most out of life with minimal effort. Let's look at the world of dating or relationships. People can be great for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. But when we start hitting stumbling blocks, we have a tendency to run or to blame or to be the victim or to be the martyr or whatever it might be, the enabler, right? And so instead of like looking at what our role is, we have a tendency to say, it's all guys, it's all women. I just picked the wrong ones. The reality is, and again, let's go back to this, you know, our desire is to get the most out of life with minimal effort. And so we want to say, I don't want to look and see what my role in all these ridiculous breakups are or all these failed relationships or failed marriages. It's just the other person. So that's the easiest way to get out of us taking responsibility for our lives. This is probably one of the greatest things that I could share with you today. If you want to be more successful in life, understand this. Inside our brain and in our DNA almost is this desire to get the most out of life with minimal effort. Lottery tickets sell off the charts. People will spend all kinds of money on infomercials, you know, buying diamonds that aren't diamonds, but they want to make it look like they have diamonds. Instead of just being realistic and saying, I don't have the money to buy that, we're going to spend money on things that give ourselves an image that is not reality. We want the most out of life with minimal effort. We want the most out of life with minimal effort. If you can really get that into your brain, then you'll understand why when I'm working with people in the world of dating, I'll say, you know what, take time off. You've been divorced, take 6 months of no dating or a year of no dating. But instead, people are going to say, no, you know what, David, that's not necessary for me because I don't want to feel the pain of loneliness. I don't want to feel the pain of having to look in the mirror and say, this was my role in the breakup or the loss of the relationship. We want the most out of life with minimal effort. Now, I mentioned a minute ago, this came from childhood, and I'm going to give you an example. In the world of psychology, everyone knows, any counselor or therapist you work with is going to know what I'm talking about. From the age of 0 until you have to have responsibility of making your own food and doing all that kind of stuff, which some kids it starts at 3 or 4, others 6, 7, 8, but life is handed to you. So you cry a certain way and your diaper is changed. You cry another way and you get fed, right? Everything is effortless. Now there are some addictive environments or famine environments where this isn't true, but for the most part, the minute you Google eye the way your way into life, you get exactly what you need. It's with minimal effort. And then all of a sudden comes one of the most traumatic times in a child's life, and that's potty training. And I say that, I'm going to give a little smile right here, but it's very serious stuff. The child is used to just going in the diaper, and all of a sudden now you have to teach them. They're going to get on this ice cold porcelain, and they're going to have to figure out how to do it. And it's like, wait a second. And then all of a sudden there's picking up their room, and then there's finishing their plates possibly, and then there's homework, and then all of a sudden this whole concept of getting the most out of life with minimal effort is blown through the walls. Well, guess what? If you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 watching this, and you haven't really come to understand this concept I'm talking about, you're still living in the world of instant gratification, right? You don't want to face that pain of separation, of being on your own. You don't want to face that financial responsibility of looking at your expenses and your budget and all this kind of stuff we teach, right? You don't want to take that responsibility of getting into the gym 6 days a week, of getting rid of fast food and getting rid of sugar, getting rid of alcohol, nicotine, or whatever the hell is holding you back. Can I get an amen? It's like, listen, I sit here with, when people say to me, do you have counselors and coaches? I go, hell yeah. Why? Because of my own human nature. Left to my own device. Left to my own devices, baby. If I didn't have people to hold me accountable every week, I probably wouldn't achieve what I achieve. I wouldn't. Because my own human nature, I want to find shortcuts, baby. I want shortcuts. Can I get an amen? Oh, Jeannie, yes. This is what Jeannie just wrote. Instant gratification. Yes, because Jeannie and I work together. David has taught me so much about living inside the pain and grieving instead of reaching for a drink, a man, or a trip. Hell yes. That's what we do with all my clients, Jeannie included. We get them to understand the concept of human nature. Our desire to get the most with minimal effort in life is what's holding us back. Now, when you look at people that are super successful, almost all of them have incredible drive and discipline. That's the opposite of human nature. That's the opposite of trying to get everything we want out of life with minimal effort, right? When, if you think back in time, your grandparents, maybe your parents, but, someone said that you've got to work really hard if you want a lot of great stuff in life. They were true, man. But, unfortunately, because of all this crap in the world of psychobabble personal growth that I'm a part of, that I used to teach, we're told that you can visualize your way and you can do all this instant gratification crap. It doesn't work. Never has worked, never will work, at least on planet Earth. Maybe somewhere up in the celestial heavens it works. But here, no. If you want something dramatic, you have to sacrifice. If you want something amazing, there's going to be a sacrifice. There's going to be effort. You're going to have to let go of comfort food, comfort men, comfort women. If you want something really big, you're going to have to go in the opposite direction of human nature. And you can do it. That's the greatest thing in the world. There's millions of people before you that have followed the path I'm talking about to become incredibly successful, to create an outrageous self-esteem and self-confidence and dynamic relationships and money and the body they've wanted and everything else, right? But you've got to look in the mirror and you've got to own the fact that we're trying to find the easiest way out of life. We're trying to get that instant gratification. We're trying to find that way to feel good in the moment. We don't want to sacrifice that feeling good in the moment for something big down the road. But that's the way we've got to live. Okay, listen, if you need help, go to my website. I'm going to put it below, and we have a brand new book coming out called Focus, January 15th, that's going to explain a ton of this stuff too. But if you want to work with me one-on-one, go to the link below, click on it, go to the website, check out all the stuff we offer, and you and I will kick butt. Okay, have a beautiful day.